Welcome to Java Lesson 5a. Now, Lesson 5a has a lot of stuff. We have the nested if statements, the \n new line command, and we also have a new type of the dot equals method. It's called the dot equals ignore case method. It's very similar. One different thing about it. So let's start with the nested if statements. Okay, so a nested if statement is an if statement inside another if statement. So we have if statement here, and then if statement inside of it. Woohoo! Yeah. Okay, so in lesson 5b, is it? Yeah, 5b, we're gonna have a lot of nested if statements. Actually, we're gonna have, I think, 2 inside of one right here. Yep. So basically, how it works is if Bob dot equals painter. Hold on. Yeah, and if Joe dot equals painter, then both Bob and Joe are painters. So if this is false, then the rest is false. So it starts from the outside to the inside. So if this is not true, the rest of it does not run. So if this is true, check, run this. Joe is painter, boom, they're both painters. Now if this is true and this is false, then the else comes in and says Joe is not a painter. So Bob is still a painter, but Joe's not. Now, if this is false completely, then we go right here to the end of the if statement, and there's an else statement, and it says at least one of Joe or Bob are not painters. So we know that Bob is not a painter, but if statement stop right here, so we can't check if Joe is not. If we can't check if Joe is or not. Oh my gosh. We can't check if Joe is or is not a painter. So we know at least one of them is not a painter. We know that Bob is not a painter. So we don't know if both Bob and Joe are not both painters. Okay, that's enough about painting. The next thing is the \n new line command. So I went over this, I think, already, but I'm going to go over it again. So let's start with this example. I'm going to make a new program here. So actually, I think I already did it. Control O, dog. Yeah, I did already. Okay, so copy and paste this stuff. Okay, so this example is 2 print lines, right? So print line moves the cursor to the next line. So this statement and this statement shouldn't be on the same line because the cursor moves to the next line. There we go. One line, next line. Good to go. Now, as you see here, same thing. That's what we got. Okay, now if you use an extra print line statement, right? Why would you use an extra print line statement? Well, if you want a line in between these two lines, like this, right here is a line break, we get a blank print line statement. Now it's blank because inside the quotation marks there is nothing present. Right? There's nothing there in between this. All blank. That's how you make a line break right there. We can also do this. Instead, to get that line break right here, we can use the \n command. So we just comment this out and do \n right here. We get the same effect. So now the \n moves the cursor to the next line. So this moves the cursor to the next line, and this moves the cursor to the next line. So we move it twice. So it's a domino effect. Boom, boom, right there, 2 lines. Well, technically it's 1 because, well, yeah, it's 2. Cursor goes here, skips that line, and goes right here. Okay, so Now, let's try to print. So print line without the backslash n command. Control Z. Back to original documents. And hold on a second. Oh, without the backslash n. Okay, and we get both statements in the same line, which is very messy, as you can see. You don't want that. You want a line break in between. You want the cursor to move to the next line. So you can either make these both print line, or have a backslash n command right here, and I have one here too to move the. If you don't have it here, here's what happens. The press any key to continue is on the same line, so we have to have one here too. And that fixes the problem right there. Okay, so next thing is the dot equals method. Okay, so basically, where are we? Okay, let's go back to the one question test. Remember last time I told you if you type in George Washington with a lowercase w, it doesn't work because you have to type it exactly like this, with a W and a capital G, and the W capitalized there. So if you do if you do dot equals ignore case, and you type in George Washington, let's do all lowercase. Now it works. So ignores any lowercase, uppercase. We do all uppercase, and type it in all lowercase. Ignores all uppercase, and it still works. If you do all lowercase, and type in all uppercase, it still reads it as the answer. So the dot equals ignore case is more useful than a regular dot equals method because it ignores lowercase and uppercase. It's more efficient. So the user doesn't have to make sure he has the G and W capitalized to get the answer correct. Alright, so that's about it for lesson 5A. Hope you enjoyed this lesson and have a great day.